I love the guy, man. He was part of the training or the young training. No state project, man. I'm telling you. Hey,
Did you want him to call you,
wait
or
a minute.
do
Wait a
you
minute.
want him to?
I got another one calling in here. Who's calling? Unknown person.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh,
It's Marc Stevens.
Marc
Hey,
Stevens.
Hey, Mark. Sorry, this is Dominic. So what's the deal? Like the NSP tech malfunctions contagious or what?
Oh my gosh, it's just oh man. Well, what happened was it wouldn't let me put it into contacts, so I tried that a few times. It just said invalid numbers, so I said, well, let me just hit the dial pad and I'll punch the numbers in, and here we are.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've done that several times.
That sounds like the Marc Stevens I used to know. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Anyone I can, brother. The thing is, I talked to you a long time ago. I even went to court with your stuff, but one thing I failed to get. Oh, echo.
Got the feedback. Someone's echo.
Somebody mute out. One thing I failed to get was how to stay on point. Anyway, but I think that's major in going into them so-called courtrooms. But anyway,
yeah.
You're going to tell us about jurisdiction or something? Somebody was telling me, or what do you want to talk about?
No, I don't want too much info. I thought we were going to have a short discussion on jurisdiction, how I do things, how you do things.
Cool.
See what kind of common ground we may have.
All right, mine is don't go into their jurisdiction. What's yours?
Well, the men with guns think otherwise. It's the point. We don't want it escalating, and I understand. I know it's we're participating on a threat, duress, and coercion, but just not going usually ends up with a warrant and an escalation, and we don't want to see anybody get killed. So.
Well, yeah, but the thing of it is, the way I look at it is the only way you go into their jurisdiction is if you make a claim before any of them. Once you make a claim, now you give them jurisdiction. Now you're liable.
Well,
right?
Subject matter jurisdiction can't be waived. So even if you go in on a motion to dismiss, you're not admitting jurisdiction. We know that's, because subject matter jurisdiction can't be waived. And we know that the IRS, they always claim a lack of jurisdiction, and they file a motion to dismiss. So that
But the thing of it is, Mark, though, how did it get subject matter jurisdiction, unless you make a claim to give them that?
Well, the plaintiff has to make a claim for that.
Well, there you go. And then now, who's liable for the proof?
Of course, the plaintiff.
Well, that's why I say. Well, I do what the lawyers do, I believe I'm here for that matter. I'm led to believe there's a controversy concerning the name I allegedly used. When can I meet the claimant?
Oh, it's one of those. Yeah, they just answer flat out. The state is the plaintiff.
Cool. Get them in here. What's the problem?
Well, they have a representative there.
Well, are you relying on secondhand testimony? A hearsay? I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, as they say. When can I meet the claimant? That's it. Just stay on point with that.
Well, how's that working out for you?
Beautiful. I haven't got an invite anywhere. Codes enforcement officer tried to say I had a junkyard over here. I ain't seen him in years. Yeah, it was. I mean, the police on the curb. It worked fine, man. I met him on the curb, and I just stayed on point. Didn't make any claims. Just asked him. I said allegedly, or I've been told. All hearsay, and get out of here, man. Allegedly, I was driving on a revoked license and thinking I was false identification and all that shit, but they wouldn't arrest me for some odd reason. It was
okay. I can't accept that there's any merit to this, to what you're saying, as far as like they would actually accept that, because it doesn't sound, it doesn't even sound logical.
Well, the thing of it is, what's logical? They need a claim in order to get jurisdiction. Could that be logical?
Well, somebody has to be making, and they are making the claim. You're trying to say that your issue is that you're not actually seeing the claimant. But
No.
the police officer, when they sign the ticket, they sign it as the complaining party because they're representing allegedly.
Yeah. If it goes that far, the point of the matter is, if you don't make a claim, they ain't going there. They need somebody to accept the hot potato. You got to make a claim to give them jurisdiction. If you say allegedly, I've been told, stay on point. Well, I'm like the cop asked me, what's your name? I said, what do you mean by name? Well, I've been known to answer to. I know it sounds a little ridiculous maybe, but I've been known to answer to this. No, what's the name your mother gave you? I said, what evidence do you have my mother owned anything to give me? I mean, and before you know it, I'm not the droid they're looking for. Could it be that simple as making a claim gives them jurisdiction?
No, because you can keep your mouth shut. You don't even have to speak English. You
Well,
can be mute. They're still going to bring you in.
Wait a minute, Mark. You know where that guy cries when he kept his mouth shut?
Oh boy.
What?
Yeah, but we're talking about what we can actually prove here, and you're saying that they.
The point is, there's nothing to prove unless you make a claim. Once you make a claim, you got something to prove. Burden of proof is on the claimant. Innocent till proven guilty. Could it be?
Well, I understand that, but what you're saying is that unless you make a claim, they will leave you alone.
Yeah, exactly.
That just doesn't work out in practice.
Have you tried it?
You don't have to say a word at the stop. They'll arrest you.
I told you what about not saying anything will get you. I'm going by the scriptures. What would Christ do? He went mute and he got crucified. But when he went before Pontius Pilate or the judge on the curb, the cop, you say I am. You made the claim. You prove it. See? But when he went mute, tacit responses is admission of guilt. You get crucified. The thing of it is, I asked him, hey, is it too much to ask to make the one making the claim? Could it be that's all it is?
This doesn't make any sense. They are asserting jurisdiction when they stop you and arrest you. So even if you're not saying a word, the idea that you have to make a claim for them to have jurisdiction just doesn't hold any water.
How else are they going to get jurisdiction unless you bring a matter before the court? Guilty or not guilty? It's a claim. How about door number 3? What do you mean no? Have you tried it? I think you avoided that question. Have you ever tried it? Oh, shit. I need another beer. I'll be back. Anyway.
Mark, you still there?
Anybody there? I'll be right back.
Okay. Mark?
I believe he left.